Good morning and welcome to 5 Minutes of Freedom, brought to you by Archangel Outreach Ministries. God bless you. It's still warm outside, just a little bit, but it seems that the cold air is coming. That is okay. That is okay, because you know what? We can't control it anyway. It's going to get cold. It doesn't matter. Just keep your joy about you today. Keep your love of God number one, and it doesn't matter if it's cold, it's hot, or somewhere in between, because you're going to be warm and joyful and happy on the inside. It is an amazing day. It is the 18th day of January. We are well past the halfway mark of the first month of the year of 2011. How exciting is it to know that we're 18 days into a year where we've got so much potential to serve God and do great and wonderful things that we've always wanted to do. But the key is we got to have God number one. Isn't that right? I know that's right. I hope that you know that's right. And if not, hey, you know what? We're going to help you get to know that that's right. Well, I want to tell you this. Thank you for joining us here at 5 Minutes of Freedom, brought to you by Archangel Outreach Ministries. You can check us out online at archangeloutreach.org. Now, if you want to, you can also go to Facebook or YouTube. Facebook, you just search Archangel Outreach Ministry. You can find posts of this show. You can find different posts. You can find schedule of my speaking engagements and so forth. If you go to YouTube, just search 5 Minutes of Freedom, F-I-V-E, Minutes of Freedom, and you'll be able to find all the past airings of this episode and this show, and you'll be able to watch and tell me what you think of what's going on. If you don't like it, I want to hear about it. If you do like it, I definitely want to hear about it. But no matter what, I want to hear your thoughts and your concerns of what's going on in your life, so maybe we can address those. And you know, it's all about understanding where we need to go and the next step. We're not going to understand this life. We're not going to understand God. But we can understand how to make the next best decision. And that next best decision is right around the corner. It's maybe the next few seconds, the next few minutes of your day. So 5 Minutes of Freedom is set up for the importance of being able to better understand what decisions we got to make. And one of those decisions is don't get caught up in all the wordplay that everybody has for you. You know, some people will take this scripture, will take this, and they'll play word games and this, that, and the other. Let's not worry about that. We know what's right in our heart. We know what's right in our minds. Or I'm not going to say we know, but we have a good understanding of what the next right thing is to do, but we listen to all this other jibber-jabber that's going on, and we get confused, and we don't make the right choice, and then the time passes, and then we're all in a heap of junk. You know, I've talked to a lot of different addicts, a lot of different people that have struggled throughout their days or lives or years, and I always go back and I go, if you really think about the situation that you've messed up on, did you really know that you should have made that choice? And they're like, yeah. I knew the choices that I made were bad. But I got wrapped up in thinking, justifying, and rationalizing. I think that's what the scripture this morning that I'm going to share with you is. It really, I believe this is what it's talking about. Justifying. It comes out of 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 14, and I'm going to read through 17. I'm going to read, through 16. 14 through 16. Remind everyone of these things and command them in God's name to stop fighting over words. Such arguments are useless and they can ruin those who hear them. Work hard so God can approve you. Be a good worker, one who does not need to be ashamed and who correctly explains the word of truth. Avoid godless, foolish discussion that leads to more and more ungodliness. It says it right there. If you are around chatter, or you are in the midst of chatter, that rationalizing and justifying of our behavior is the next thing. Because we buy off into maybe making fun of people, or we buy off maybe to maybe talk behind somebody's back, or we get involved in, you know, just gossip in general. The next natural order of events is to rationalize our own behavior. As people with a sinful nature, we're going to be able to rationalize our behavior to get anything that we want to get. If that means getting high, shoving a needle in our arm, or doing something such as stealing or robbing or lying. You know, I talked to a kid just this morning that was talking about he's using these herbal things, and it's something, and I'm going to put it out on the airways this morning. It's called Arctic Blast, and it's this stuff that's sold over the counter, and it's legal, and people are using it to get high. And he went on for quite a bit of time and actually lied to me about the fact that he was just buying over-the-counter stuff. It was no big deal. I'm like, come on, dude. After a period of time, he admitted that he had been involved in this godless chatter. He had been involved in this foolish conversation, and he had bought into the fact that this was an okay thing, that he wouldn't be able to lose his job because it couldn't be detected on a drug screen. He bought into it, and now over several weeks, he's lost weight, almost lost his job, and definitely lost, a closer relationship with God, Jesus Christ. So we've got to be careful about this, this ungodly chatter, because we get involved with it, and we get involved with it, and we get involved with it. And the next thing, we're justifying our own actions, and then we're so far, we're like, how did I get here? I don't want you to get to that point this morning. Be aware of the things that you're involved with as far as conversation and what's coming out of your mouth. This is 5 Minutes of Freedom, brought to you by Archangel Outreach Ministries. God bless you and have a great day.